Okay, hi everybody. Okay. Everybody see me now? Okay. Hi everyone and good evening everybody. Thank you for spending your time here with us here for tonight's discussion. This is Monina Evangelista here, your financial planner. I'm also a businessman, an entrepreneur, and a financial advisor, of course. So if everybody can hear me properly, those of you who are here on Zoom, can you just please send me a chat message there so that I would know that you can hear me and see me properly. And those of you on Facebook, I just would like to let you all know that we are streaming via Zoom. So there will be a little delay when you hear the before you hear the actual thing that I'm saying. There's going to be a little delay before you hear it on Facebook. And so if you have some questions, you can just write down on the chat box here below, and I'm going to address your questions as much as I can as we proceed. Okay. Well, before we move on to our topic for tonight, I would like to thank the Lord, of course, for arranging this meeting with all of you, even if there was a little bit of a technical difficulty in the beginning, because tonight is going to be a very special discussion about strategic financial planning. So why are we doing this? I do have webinars every so often, and we talk about anything that concerns your financial wellness. And so, you know, as a financial planner, there are a lot of things that we cover, and this would include financial management, like your assets and liabilities, your income and expenses, your savings and investments, and all these things. And of course, financial planning also involves what we normally take into consideration, which is risk management. And this usually talks about health and life insurance and property insurance and so forth. But some people do not really focus on the other aspects of financial planning, such as asset management, retirement planning, estate planning, tax management, and education planning. And so for tonight, even if I do tackle all these issues in different webinars, for tonight, I'm going to focus on retirement planning. And so I would like to say hi to those who are in Zoom right now, Myra and Minnie, hi. And Minnie, of course, is on Zoom, and some of our viewers are on Facebook. So I would like to say hi to everyone and good evening. Again, kung meron po kayong katanungan, just use the chat box, and we would like to request that everybody keeps your microphone on mute so that my discussion is going to be fluid and clear for everyone. Okay, so let me just share my screen here so that we can start off with this evening's discussion. Okay, so again, tonight's topic is about strategic retirement planning. Now, why do I say that it is strategic? And I specifically included that term, no? Strategic. Why? Because most of the webinars that you will be hearing, or most of the discussions that is out there in the internet, are about retirement planning, yes, but is mostly about mindset, about how you would be able to, you know, have a better retirement future, and all the assumptions and all those stuff. But very seldom that we discuss, or some of the financial advisors out there discuss the mathematical or the statistical basis of proper retirement planning. So what do I mean by that? There is actually a science to determine how you can prepare for your retirement. Okay, so that is what we are going to make very clear tonight, and it is just a simple process. Actually, it's not easy, but it's simple. But I'm going to walk you through it so that you would be understanding this quite well, right? So, as a financial advisor, as a financial planner rather, this is our objective. Okay, so since we are talking about retirement, of course, a lot of people would say that you have to save this much, don't withdraw money from the bank, don't spend on all these things, you know, delayed gratification, tsaka ka na mag-abroad, tsaka ka na bumili ng ganito, tsaka ka na ganyan. Although all these things are, of course, of true value, but a true planner, a true financial planner, should be able to let our clients enjoy the life that you have today. I don't want you to be feeling very deprived about the wonderful things that life has to offer. And so we have to ensure that you are already enjoying your life today while preparing for an enjoyable retirement. Okay? So, yung iba, sige, tipid nga ng tipid para daw maganda yung retirement. Eh, wag naman ganun. We have to enjoy both worlds, no? So, this is what, okay. Yes, that's true. Need to retire with grace now. Okay, so some of your comments, you can just send me the other questions, right? So anyway, again, proper personal financial planning, as you can see in the slides that I have here right now, doesn't mean you have to deprive yourself from enjoying life. Okay, so what we can do as a financial planner is we can strategically prepare for retirement to ensure you enjoy. Kulang yan. You enjoy the true concept of it. Okay, so how are we going to do that? So tonight I'm going to present to all of you a simple 3-step process on how we can calculate your retirement plan. Okay? So again, meron akong word na nilagay dyan. Calculated retirement plan. Hindi kasi pwedeng basta-basta na sasabihin natin na, I want to retire with 5 million pesos. I want to retire with 50 million pesos. Or I want to retire with 200,000 pesos. No? It's never enough to say it like that. You have to have a statistical and mathematical basis, no, for you to be able to determine how much fund you need for your retirement. Okay, so the first step is to project your retirement goal. Okay, so when we do financial planning, maski anong klaseng financial plan yan, whether it is education, for a business, or for your investments, etc., you always start with a goal. No? So when a client tells me what his or her goal is, the actions that I do or the plan that I create for them becomes a little bit more realistic for them based on the goal that they have set. Okay? So if you are my client, I only need you to answer this question. What kind of lifestyle do you want to have when you retire? Okay? And to continue as an additional question to that, how much money do you want to set aside, or how much budget do you want to allocate for your monthly expenses when you retire? Naku, Miss Molina, hirap namang isipin yan. Paano naman kung 30 years to go pa ako mag-retire? Ang hirap namang isipin nun, di ba? I don't even know what money is worth 30 years from now. That's true. And I don't want to give my clients such a hard time. And that is why I always ask for their assumption using the present value. Ang ibig kong sabihin, so kunwari, i-assess mo yung sarili mo. No? For example, retired ka na or retiring ka na this year, year 2020. How much do you think is a good budget monthly for you to be able to retire with the lifestyle that you have in mind? Okay? Something to think about. If you have some ideas, you can comment. Baka gawin ko kayong example sa example ko mamaya. No? So, again, gagamitin natin yung present value. Huwag mo naman ang isipin yung future. So, kunwari nag-retire ka ngayon, you can actually look at your parents or your grandparents kung mga bata pa kayo. Look at the lifestyle that they have right now. Is that the kind of lifestyle you want to have when you retire? If yes, find out how much your lola or lolo or your mama and papa are spending in a month. And that's the value that you need to consider. That's the value you will tell me. Okay, Miss Monina, simpleng buhay lang po ang gusto ko. So pag nag-retire ako, kung ako nag-retire na today, siguro kasya na sa akin yung mga 30,000 a month. Ganun lang, simpleng buhay lang. No? Kasi yung parents ko, yung expenses ngayon eh. Gusto ko naman yung lifestyle. Don't really like the style of the lifestyle of our internet is connection. Let me know if you are losing me, ha? Okay, for some of us, we don't like or we prefer to have a better lifestyle than our parents. No? Yung iba kasing parents dyan, medyo dependent rin sa mga anak, maski na retired na sila. So ngayon, ayaw natin maging ganon by the time that we retire, right? O kaya naman, yung iba sa atin, okay naman yung parents nila, pero want to be better, no? So pag nag-retire ka, you are cruising and traveling the world, no? Yung parang very carefree, no? So again, it depends on the lifestyle that you have. So I hope I made myself very clear on that, on the very first step that you have to consider. Okay? So, maski anong value yan. Meron akong client last week, in-assess ko siya. She says she wants to retire with 150,000 a month. No? Kasi daw gusto niya parati siya nasa spa, travel, gano'n. No? So again, using present value. Okay? So as a financial planner, what would be my duty naman? My responsibility now is to project your retirement goal. No? Ako ang magsasabi sa'yo, ako ang magka-calculate, ako ang gagamit ng statistics with the mean, median, mode, standard deviation, projection, interest, and whatever. That's my role. I'm going to show you now how much you would be needing for your retirement. Okay? And so let us proceed to our next step. Next step is to assess, wrong spelling. To assess your present finances. Okay? So what is your present financial situation right now? Magkano ba ang kinikita mo? Ano ba yung mga expenses mo ngayon? Meron ka na bang natabi for your retirement? Meron ka bang nakatabi na fund na ini-invest mo that we can use for your retirement? All these things, no? And that is what a financial planner would need to find out from you. That's why every time we have a client, we do a financial needs analysis. That's what we call it. So that we would know what is your current financial situation. Kasi dyan natin malalaman kung saan tayo mag-a-adjust. Again, reminding you of my first slide showing you what is our objective as a financial planner is for us to prepare a plan for you for a great future while enjoying your present lifestyle. Okay? So we are going to assess your present finances. That is the second step for a calculated retirement plan. And finally, dahil sabi ko sa inyo, simple lang naman tong steps na to. Again, simple but not easy, okay? But that's why financial planners are here for. No? You can always ask us to help you for all these financial planning. So next, of course, and the final step is that we will create a financial plan and that you, my dear client, would just decide which of the options that we will present to you is something that you want to do for you to be able to achieve your retirement goal. Okay? So as a financial planner, again, mag-present kami ng mga plans. That's what financial planners do. No? But of course, it would be very important that you find a good financial planner, not just somebody who keeps on insisting a certain product for you. Ganon. Kailangan planning talaga. Okay? So, once we have all these first two steps, then as a financial planner, we will create a financial plan for you, and then you determine what financial vehicle you can use to get your retirement. So, ganito yan ya. Kaya nga tinatawag na financial vehicle yung mga products na yan, di ba? When you invest in the stock market or you invest in bonds or UITFs and money market funds or deposit, whatever, any financial vehicle that you will use, we call it a financial vehicle because this vehicle will get you from one point, which is your present situation, to your future goal. So that's why it's called financial vehicle. Okay? So these are just the 3 steps that we would want to work with you, and for you to be able to understand clearly and for me to show you an actual example. Okay? Baka meron gusto sa inyo dyan na mag-example, pwede ikaw gawin kong example. Wait, I'm going to pull out my worksheet now and I'm going to share this with you. Okay. Share screen again. Saya-saya talaga nitong Zoom. Okay. All right. Can you see my screen now? I am sharing with you a simple Excel file that I use for retirement planning. Actually, if you can see from the different tabs here below, a financial planner, as I mentioned in my introduction, we encompass a lot of areas of financial planning. So it can be about, life insurance, health insurance, and property insurance, retirement, education, health, etc., etc. Marami po yan. But again, tonight we're going to focus on retirement planning. And again, I'm going to give you an example. So say this is you. Hindi na ako nag-isip ng ibang pangalan. You na lang para I am talking to everybody. Okay? So, meron gusto magpa-example dyan, chat naman kung gustong ikaw maging subject. Anybody? Okay. Siya yung mga tao. Ayaw magpa-example. Alright. So, the first question is, of course, teka, ito may nag-chat. Sino ba ito? Okay, me. Sino to? Okay, so let us have one of our Zoom participants. Yan, Myra. Can I say your name? Oh, I already said your name. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to use one of our viewers from Zoom to be an example. I will use her as our example here in retirement planning. So as you notice here, the first question that I want to ask, I'm not going to put your name here anymore. No, okay. I also want. There are so many people who are sending me private message. I also want. Okay, so sino ba talaga? Dalawa na lang ang gawin natin example. Okay, para fair tayo. Okay, let's have the first one. Sorry if I'm choppy. Okay, sabi ni Miney, choppy daw ako. Okay. All right, so let's have a first example. Can I have your age, please? Okay, you can send me privately your age, whoever you are, who is volunteering as an example. She's sending me a private message, so I'm not going to reveal your name. Just give me your age. Okay, so you are 40. Batang bata. Okay, so the age you want to retire, please? You want to retire at the age of 55. Okay, she sent me this answer, no? She wants to retire at age 55 with a question mark. Now, this is what a great financial planner can do for you, ano? Kasi minsan ang tao sasabihin 55, 60, 65. Depende po yan. Kailan mo kaya mag-retire. 55, pwede na ba yun? Pwede naman. Tingnan natin. Nasa sa inyo po yan, dear Miss Client. We are using as an example. Let's see if you can afford to retire at 55. Okay, so if you are retiring at age 55, up to what age do you want me to prepare a plan for you? Up to what age do you want me to prepare a plan for you? Normally, mga 20 years talaga yan, you know, yung retirement plan. So, Nari, mag-retire ka na 55, you want to, okay daw, 20 years. So that would be 55. So gusto niya mag-prepare ng retirement plan up to age 75. Okay? Okay, sa Facebook group, meron ding nagpapasample, no? Sa Facebook Live. Pero unahin muna natin itong first example ko. All right, next question. Your desired monthly expenses, as I have mentioned a while ago, how much monthly budget do you want to allocate? Using present value. Think about it, Miss Example number 1. Yun ang mapapangalan ko dito. Example number 1. Okay, you want to retire with 100,000 pesos monthly. Also want spa and travel. Okay. Also want spa and travel. Okay, if you can see the Excel file here, our example number 1, who is in Zoom right now, wants to retire with 100,000 monthly. Again, using, look at my cursor, present value. Hindi naman kasi natin alam kung magkano yung value na yan because her time in years to retire is 15 years pa. Ibig sabihin, the aking client example number 1 still has 15 years to prepare for her retirement. So definitely yung 100,000 per month na yan or 1.2 million per year, alam nga namang after 15 years, ganun pa rin ang cost nun. Diba? Ngayon, pupunta ka sa spa, magkano gagastusin mo? 1,500, ganun ba? 1,000. Kapag wala na pala muna ng spa ngayon, saan mo na isipin yung spa? Okay, anyway, just to be clear again, ito pong example na to, which is 100,000 that our example client number 1 just messaged me. This is the value or the money. Ito yung pera na gusto niyang budget every month. Kung siya ay retired na today, year 2020. Kasi hindi niya alam talaga kung magkano ang kakailanganin niya 15 years from now. Right? I hope we are all clear on that. Okay? So, 100,000 today, ano kaya yun in the future? Okay? So again, example number 1 will retire in 15 years and I need to consider now the inflation rate. So guys, do you have any idea how much is the inflation rate or the average inflation rate right now? If you do, you can chat to me so that I can use that figure. But I already have the figure in mind din naman. Pero I always ask my client, what do you think is the inflation rate that you want me to use? So for the benefit of those who are not, following the historical values of our inflation and our economic situation, for the past 10 years, the average or the mean, inflation is about 3.12%. So dahil wala naman nag-suggest kung anong gusto mong inflation rate, yun na ang gagamitin ko, which is 3.12. Okay? Nakita nyo gumalaw yung aking future monthly expenses here. Right? So as you see, our example client number 1 says 100,000 a month. Pero in fact, nag-retire siya in 15 years, hindi siya yon. Considering what? Inflation. Okay? So, imbis na 1.2 ang kailangan niya per year, ang kailangan niya in fact ay 1.9 million per year. And because she wants me, I am her financial planner, she wants me to prepare a financial or retirement plan for her that is good for 20 years. Alam niyang magli-live siya ng 20 years pa after within her retirement period. So if you consider 20 years, in fact, she needs to prepare at least 28 million. Kita niyo po dito sa baba, 28 million. Okay. Pero Miss Monina, ano ba yung interest rate na yan? Bakit yung isang blue na yan wala pang nakalagay? Because interest is, of course, the power of using time to invest your money. Okay? So, imbis na magse-save ka ng 287, Miss Client number 1. 287 a month ang ise-save mo. Tipin mo, grabe naman yan, Miss Monina. Sa future, 100,000 nga lang ang gusto kong budget, pero ngayon pa lang 287 ang ise-save ko. Okay, so we have to look into it. Paano mo ba ma-afford ito? Then we have to create a plan for you such that we will be investing your money instead of you just saving it. So for the purpose of, for the sake of no argument, bawal makipag-away sa akin. For the sake of, assumptions, if Miss Client, are you an investor na? Do you have some experience in investing? Can you tell me an average return per month that you are optimistic to consider? No. Okay, no. She's not into investments yet. She said, that's why I'm hiring you as my financial planner because I am not into investing yet. Okay, so interest rates would vary depending on what is your risk appetite and what is your time horizon. Again, your financial planner can help you with that. Kung saan ba i-invest? Pati natin naririnig, mutual fund, bonds fund, money market, deposit, yun lang alam nyo, time deposit. O kaya save mo na lang sa piggy bank sa bangko. Okay, so anyway, I can use the assumption of, let's say, 6% interest rate. Okay? Invest natin yung pera mo using the interest rate of 6%. So, magkano na ngayon ang kailangan mong i-save every month? Okay? So, you see, bumasan amount monthly to invest. Now, kung ikaw ang tatanungin ko, Miss Client, ano bang mas gusto mo para ma-achieve itong 28 million na to sa baba, retirement fund natin? Magse-save ka ng 287 monthly for the next 15 years or mag-i-invest ka lang ng 97,000 monthly for the next 15 years? Of course, that goes without saying. Napahaba ko lang. So of course, you want to invest. You don't just want to save your money. You want to invest it. And I'm only using an interest rate of 6%. So see, for example, our financial plan is so great and my client is, not just an average risk taker. If she can, if she can sikmurain. Kung kaya niyang sikmurain ang volatility ng investing, kunwari naglagay tayo 8% ang average yield niya. Aba, bumaba pa. 82,000. Pwede siyang mag-invest every month. If you go higher, yung mga mas risky pa dyan, let's say 10% ang average yield mo per month. 68,000 a month ang i-invest mo, targetin pa rin natin itong 28 million. Okay, I have a question here. Miss Monina, ano po yung kulay green dyan na further considering inflation? Okay, I'm just showing this because, of course, our client will be using this money for 20 years, hindi ba? So, na 8,000 na to. By the time that she is 55, hindi na nag-i-increase. Siyempre, patuloy pa rin ang increase yan kasi may inflation. So, say for example, age 65 na siya. Kano na to? Siyempre, etc. So, if you consider inflation, this is actually the amount that you need to prepare before your retirement, Miss Client. However, I also present this to my clients meantime kasi as long as, so for example, nag-retire ka na, 55 years old ka, nag-retire ka na. Meron ka na nito, no? Ayaw mo nang pag-isipan yung inflation. Ayaw mo rin namang mag-risk pa ng mga ganitong klase mga investment na high nga ang potential return pero high naman din ang risk. Right? So, i-invest mo na lang sa medyo safe. Money market ka na lang. Kaya, yung mga gano'n na lang. Medyo safe. Bonds ka na lang. As long as you invest it in an investment portfolio that would be better than inflation, you can actually start with this. Pero kung ayaw mo na mag-invest pag nag-retire ka, ito talaga ang kailangan mong bunuin. Alright? Now, hindi pa tayo tapos. So, may mga clients kasi tayo na meron namang naitatabi. Meron naman silang sense of responsibility to themselves that they're already saving for their retirement. So, Miss Example, client number 1, meron ka na bang present retirement fund? Meron ka bang naitabi dyan na para sa retirement fund mo? So, sabi niya, wala. Ha, ha, ha. Parang hindi ako naniniwala kasi may ha, ha. But anyway, another question. If you are working right now, does your company have a retirement plan? Well, dapat yun meron talaga because it is required by law. So, let's say you are retiring age 55. How much is your estimate retirement fund from your company? So, Miss Client, meron ko na rin ngayon ka magre-retire. How many years pa nga bago ka mag-retire? 15. Ano? Kung na rin ngayon ka magre-retire, ano ba yung multiplier na po pwede kong gamitin dito na makukuha mo as retirement benefit? So, 15 years times how much? Usually yan, yung magkano yung monthly sweldo mo, di ba? Multiply natin sa years of service, parang ganon. So, hindi ko bang mahingi, Miss Client number 1, kung ano ang example natin dyan? Okay, sige. So, for example, she has been in the company for 18 years na daw. Okay. And if we will consider her present, okay, so, ito yung calculator ko. Sige na nga, dito na lang, makikita niyo na lang. Hindi naman niyo siya kilala. Okay. So, using her present sweldo, okay, 18 years in the company. So, in fact, ang kanyang present retirement fund ay 5.4 million. So, if she's going to stick with this company and she's going to, you know, of course, consider the increase in the sweldo. Usually yan, may increment ang sweldo, di ba? Basta very good ka na employee. So, possible retirement fund value niya is 22 million after 15 years. Okay. Medyo unstable daw ang aking internet. Okay. So, anyway, hope our internet gets better. For those of you who are on Facebook, parang mapangit. Okay. So anyway, so we have here, dahil meron ka ng present retirement fund, nabawas na po yan doon sa balance amount mo na you need to retire. Wow, very generous ang company. Laki pala ng sweldo mo, Miss Client. So if you stick to that company and nothing goes wrong, at wala namang pangit na mangyari sa ating ekonomiya at nandyan ka pa din, 15,000 a month na lang ang kailangan mong i-invest if you want to consider this. Okay? Now, I have one last question for you, Miss Client. Although we are putting this retirement plan for 20 years or up to age 75, magkano ang gusto mong buffer? You know, sometimes always pray for a long life. But sometimes we do not consciously prepare for such long life. Na life has been so long for you that you were not able to prepare for it. Diba? E paano kung umabot ka ng 85 years old, 90 years old, Miss Client? Diba? That's why we need to have some buffer. Or how much do you want to have in your retirement fund after age 75. Okay, so that's the question. Okay, so tanungin ko ulit si Miss Client, ma'am, magkano ang gusto mong matira dito sa retirement fund mo after mo ng 75 years old? Okay, so gusto niya, magkaroon pa siya ng additional mga 5 million. Minsan nag-assume lang si client, no? 5 million. Pero pag nakita niya yung kailangan niya i-invest, sasabihin niya sa akin, Miss Monina, sige na nga, 2 million na lang ang tira mo dyan. O kaya naman, naku, ang laki naman. Sige na nga, sa age 16, hindi ko pala kaya mag-retire ng 55. 16 na ako mag-retire. And so on, so forth. Okay? So if you take a look this simple, again, it looks simple, but it's not easy to do. Okay. If you look at this Excel, we can just make some adjustments. So for example, the client says, okay, actually, I cannot afford 26,000 right now. So I can tell the client, okay, Miss Client, maybe we want to adjust the age that you want to retire. Let's say that we will just target the age of 60 for your retirement. And kung nakita mo naman, actually, kung 60 ka pala magre-retire, and kunwari, gawin natin medyo mas lower yung estimation natin dito, or hindi, yung kanina, 8%. Kunwari, 8% yung interest rate ng pag-i-invest natin, then we only need 11,000 a month instead of the kaninang 26, and so on. Okay? O kaya naman, si Miss Client sasabihin, uy, ang liit lang pala, Ms. Monina, kaya ko bang taasan yung budget ko for that investment? So let's say, prepare na tayo hanggang age 80 para hindi na ako mamomroblema hanggang age 80, 22,000 a month kailangan mong i-invest. Okay? So that is how we do a retirement plan for a client. So I hope this is clear, and I hope wala ba tayong question dyan? Okay, let me see my chat here kung meron pang further question. Okay, so if this is okay with the client, then we can proceed with our next step. Okay, next step, kasi pag meron ng ganyan, yun nga, di ba, tinanong natin yung client, tapos in-assess natin yung kanyang present financial situation, kasi sasabihin ni client, ay hindi, yung akin palang retirement fund, nasa 3 million lang, for example. I can just do all the adjustments, no? Hindi, ayoko mag-invest sa balanced fund. Gusto ko doon lang ako sa bonds lang para ano lang tayo, simpler lang, at saka hindi ako mahilig sa mga risk na ganyan. O sige, babaan natin. Kunwari, 4% lang yung interest na gusto mo, no? So, everything is actually customizable for a client. Okay? So, hindi tayo nanghuhula lang. No? Sometimes when you ask a financial advisor and then you would ask him, how much retirement fund do I need? Then the financial advisor would say, you need 20 years worth of your monthly expenses. On what basis? If the client asks you, on what basis? If your financial planner, your financial advisor cannot answer that, you have to move to another financial planner. Okay? So this is how mathematical and statistical it should be. Okay? So, balik tayo dun sa example natin kanina. So, sandali lang po. Sorry. Merong problema natin pag live. Okay, so I received a question here, how much do I pay a financial planner? Well, actually, here in the Philippines, there are very few, hindi ko naman sinasabing handful, but there is a limited supply of good financial planners, and there is no standard rate for that. The service actually depends on how much you need the service of a financial planner. Sometimes, there are times actually which we do not even charge you for planning for your finances. No, it's just based on the commission sometimes of what we are getting from a product, or sometimes you can. It's really there is no standard thing to that, no, and but of course. Since there is no standard or basis for how much you pay a financial planner, all these things are actually discussed in between the client and the planner on the to get into a mutual understanding and agreement. Okay, so anyway, going back to our original example, so gusto natin mag-retire ng 55 kasi wala namang objection si Madam kanina. Tapos yung present retirement fund niya is 5,200,000 na yan. Okay. And then, ginawa natin siyang aggressive investor. Okay, so 28,000. So, paano ko naman po gagawin yan, Ms. Monina? My client is asking. So, this is where we will create a plan for you by looking at investment vehicles that you can consider for you to be able to achieve that goal. Okay? So, let me give you an example again. Stop share muna ulit ako. Hello? Camera. Okay. Getting okay. So, teka, meron lang akong isa pang private question here. Okay. Okay. How much should I pay so that getting a financial planner makes sense? Of course, all the things that we need to consider when planning any financial goal, for that matter, whether it's education, retirement, or estate planning, etc. Meron lang specific percentage, no, that we would recommend. And again, sometimes financial advisors or financial planners do not actually charge you for the service of planning for that, because there is already a fee or a service fee for the product that you are going to get. Okay, so paminsan wala na talagang ano yan. Well, it's a case of, that's a question that's very difficult to answer. Maski yung mga mentors ko, tinatanong din sila how much, no? So it's very difficult to say, but we would of course make sure, because our goal of course is for our client to achieve their financial goals. It should be a fee or an amount that is sensible to charge the client. Yung po pwedeng ano, diba? Okay. So anyway, let me just share with you another example. Teka lang. Okay. Bear with me, please. Okay, so let me share with you the screen now. Share screen. Okay. All right. So, can you see this? Okay. Kita na naman natin. So, this is a financial product that we recommend when you are doing a retirement planning. Okay. So, this is of course from the #1 financial insurance and financial company here in the Philippines, which is Sun Life, which I of course am endorsing. Kaya sinasabi ko sa inyo, I'm an entrepreneur because this is one of my businesses. No, Sun Life products are one of the bankable products that we always recommend. So this is what we call Sun Flexi Link. So say for example, in this table, and this is an actual proposal. So ibig sabihin yung mga figures dito are something that we really give our client. So here, you notice that I have an example here for somebody who is age 48. Teka, umpisa natin sa first page. First page, okay. The client is 48 years old. Siguro ako tong example ko na to. Tingin ko lang. Okay. So, this product is an insurance with investment. Ops mismo, Nina. Sabi mo kanina, retirement planning tayo. Bakit tayo pumasok sa insurance? Okay, so let me just give you the benefit of this, which is something that most people do not understand. Why am I proposing an insurance product for your retirement plan? Okay, because notice this is just a very small or a basic amount of insurance product. 250,000 lang yung coverage niya. And if you actually suffer from your death, the death benefit is 500,000. Okay, so at least this product is a product that already has a factor in it that in case sa kayong investment, para makuha ng inyong next of kin yung investment na yan, have to pay the government state tax. O ba? Kunwari, bumili ka ng bahay, anak mo ang magmamay-ari na ng bahay na yon. Bago po makuha ng anak mo yung bahay na yon, your anak should pay estate tax of 200,000 and maybe more, no, ganon. So, again, estate planning is another thing, okay? So kaya ang nire-recommend namin sa investment product na to is insurance with investment. Para just in case hindi mo matapos yung pag-iipon mo for your retirement and something happens to you, bigla ka nawala, your investment will be given your next of kin or your beneficiary ng mabilis, buo at walang tax if your beneficiary is irrevocable. Okay? So ito naman maliit na life life insurance coverage kasi ang ating pinag-usapan kanina, we are working on your retirement plan. So you want to invest more money. So with a little bit of an insurance there na just in case na hindi mo matapos, meron kang safety net. Okay? So in short, itong investment na to ay may kasamang insurance na to ay may kasamang investment. Okay? So let me show you now how the investment will perform. So again, 48 years old si client. Tapos, nag-i-invest siya ng 121,000 per year, which is, how much is that per month? So magkano lang naman yun, di ba? 10,000 something. Mas maliit ito kaysa dun sa example ko kay Miss Client number 1 kanina. Kasi itong si example ko na to, simple lang ang buhay na gusto niya. Or simpler. Kaya ang tinarget ko sa kanya, 5 million na retirement fund. Okay? So in short, mula sa kanyang age 48 hanggang siya ay mag-age 65, ito naman ang gustong retirement age nitong specific client na to. So mag-i-invest lang siya ng ganito, mga 10,000, 11,000 a month. And then, if this client can ano sa English yun? Sige na, yung kaya mo sikmurain. Pakisuggest na kung ano English nun. Okay. If the client can withstand volatility of the market, or you have a high risk appetite, after age 65. At age 65, the fund value, which is the yield of your investment, would be projected at 5 million. Okay? So this would be your retirement fund. So this product is a very good product that we can recommend for planning for retirement. Isipin mo, 10,000 a month lang yan. 10,000, 10,000. Pero makaka 5 million ka pala bago ka mag-retire. Right? And apart from that, if you are going to look at this portion here, di ba sabi natin kanina, may kasamang death benefit, di ba? So, kung sakaling hindi mo siya matapos at pagdating mo ng age 58, for example, oops, something happened and you are called by the Lord Almighty. So, yung iyong death benefit, instead na yung beginning death benefit natin, which is about 300,000 na pambayad nga natin ng estate tax or kung ano man ang gusto mong gamitin yan. Hindi mo ngayon ito na-withdraw, hindi mo na-enjoy kasi hindi ka umabot ng retirement. Your beneficiary will be getting everything din naman. Okay? So your beneficiary will be getting a projected amount of 2.2 million. Even if hindi mo siya natapos bayaran, nangyari sa'yo, namatay ka, protected yung money mo. And easily, in a few days' time, you can already award the check to your beneficiary. So of course, gusto natin mahabang buhay. Gusto natin mahaba. Huwag natin isipin yan, Miss Munina, ayoko mamatay. Of course, paabutin natin yan age 65 para makuha mo talaga yung iyong retirement fund. Okay? And kagaya ng example ko kanina, if you want to make sure that your money grows through time while you are retired pa, edi iwan mo yung iba dyan. Withdraw ka na lang ng withdraw dyan every year. No? Magkano man yung expenses na kinalculate natin kanina, such that meron kang gastos every year for your retirement years. Okay? So, this is just one example. At yung kanina naman, na isa ko pang example, balik ulit ako dun sa Excel file. Minsan kasi, ang tao hindi empleyado. Minsan, negosyante. No? So, wala siyang retirement fund na makukuha sa kumpanya. At saka, gawin na nga natin ito yung example ko kanina. Type ko lang, ha? yung nando doon sa sample proposal ko. So, kunwari ako to, age 48, I want to retire at 65, and I want to prepare for my retirement up to age 85, and my monthly expect lot cheaper than the lifestyle of this client number one. Okay? So, for example, I'm a businessman, ay, at saka simple nga lang ako, di ba? 2 million lang ang gusto kong matira sa aking retirement fund. Okay, retirement money, okay? So, 1 million, kunwari, hindi, gawin natin 2 million. Kunwari, magaling ako mag-save. Okay. So, meron akong na-save na 2 million. Sorry papaguhin ko to para masakto natin dun sa kanina. Kunwari, mas simple pang lifestyle ang gusto ko. 40,000. 45,000. Gusto ko ma-hit yung 10,000. Yan, okay. 10,000 a month, di ba? So, for example, ang i-invest ko nga 10,000 a month, and then this is the projected retirement that I want using an interest rate of 10% average projected yield of my investment, then I'm going to have approximately 5.7 million. So, syempre, because of all our assumptions, hindi naman talaga magsuswak yan. And again, this is just a projected value, which is 4.9 million. The yield of an investment always is not guaranteed. It can go up better than that, or it can be lower than that. That's the essence of investing anyway. So, I will explain that in another discussion. Okay? So, let me show you another example naman. Kunwari, sabi ko nga, negosyante po ako, hindi ako empleyado, basta meron lang akong natatabi na pera dyan para sa retirement ko. O, magkano na po ba yung natatabi mo, Miss Client? May 500,000 po ako sa bangko eh. Ba't po nasa bangko? Emergency fund po ba yun? Hindi naman, may emergency fund na ako. Yung 500,000 tinatabi ko talaga yan for my future. Okay, ilang kabang bigas po ba yan pagdating ng future? No? 500 kilos lang po yan pagdating ng 40 years from now, kung yun ang retirement. Again, we have to beat inflation. So your 500,000, don't just save it in the bank. Let's try to invest it. Now, this one is another product by Sun Life, and this is what we call Sun FlexiLink. Kaya rin nung kanina yon. Kaya lang, may number 1 na nakalagay dyan. It is because this is a single pay. Isang beses ka lang maglalagay ng money and then you let it grow. Okay? But then again, because this is an insurance with investment, may kasama pa rin siyang insurance benefit or safety net. So let me just show you again. Okay. So to illustrate the benefits we have here, so at age 48, mag-i-invest ako ng 500,000. So ito yung naging death benefit niya. Okay? So say for example, after 5 years, namatay ka, so naging 750 to 500,000 mo. It's because in-invest natin siya, kaya meron siyang investment version. Kaya siya lumaki. Kasi ini-invest mo yan eh. So kung gusto mo siyang withdrawin after 10 years, 1.2 million na siya. Kaya ayoko nga may withdrawin mismo nila, retirement fund ko nga yan. Okay, at the age 65, 2,364,000 possible mo ma-withdraw. Okay? But then again, anytime that you meet death, you were not able to withdraw the fund that was supposed to be for your retirement, your beneficiary will be getting the same amount this time kasi yung fund value mo is the same as the death benefit. As long as there are no withdrawals, there is going to be the same. Okay? So again, it's another example of a financial product. All right? So my point here, ladies and gentlemen, is that there are so many financial products that we can stop share. There are so many financial products that we can offer our clients. Indeed, all these are based on your needs, your goals, your timeline, and your risk appetite. Again, kung ano yung kailangan mo, ano yung gusto mo in the future, gaano katagal ka magpe-prepare, at ano ang iyong kakayahan na masikmura yung volatility, yung taas-baba ng investment. Okay? So, dahil puro matanda yung in-example natin kanina, sinasabi ng mga bata dito, sample naman ang mas mura. So, I just want to show you what is the power of investing earlier. So, say for example, 30 years old ka palang nag-uumpisa ka palang magtrabaho. Pero you are so responsible that you want to prepare for your retirement ahead of time. 30 years old lang, wala ka pang retirement fund na naiipon sa bangko. Pero, in fact, 7,000 lang ang kailangan mo a month to achieve the same kind of lifestyle that our previous example has. Aga pa eh. This is why we always encourage people to start planning early. It will not hurt. If you are just starting to work talaga, age 22, same kind of lifestyle, 1,000. Eh, minsan sasabihin, Miss Munin, hindi ko kaya. Bawasan natin konti. Hindi, tanggalin muna natin yan. Bata ka pa naman eh. Okay? And then, we can revisit your retirement plan after a year, after 2 years. Pag na-promote ka na, o di, dagdagan mo. And then, we will discuss your financial plan again. So, that is how it is. Okay? So, again, highlighting that investing as early as possible is key to a better future. Pero hindi ko naman sinasabi na yung mga 40s and 50s above na dyan, eh, kawawa naman, wala ng pag-asa. Hindi po. Lahat po kayo, pwede namin gawa ng financial plan. And this would all be just adjusted based on, again, mathematical and statistical values and your goals and present situation. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, kung wala na po naman kayong tanong, I just would like to share with you our contact details because should you feel that you want me to present a customized plan for you. And when we say customized, syempre, depende sa kung ano yun para sa'yo talaga. Hindi yung example natin kanina. Here are our contact details. You can always contact us anytime. You can chat using our Facebook page, Usapang Manina. You can join our Facebook group, which is called Club Manina. And I also have a YouTube channel, which is Manina TV, for more insights and financial literacy YouTube videos. Okay? And again, ngayon, naka-Facebook Live naman tayo. So I think mapopost ito sa ating page. Okay? So please save my contact details if you want to check with me further and assist you further. Siyempre, yung mga consulting, wag po nating isipin kung magkano yung financial fee or financial planning fee. As mentioned, usually and here in the Philippines, we don't charge anything because the product already has its own service fee for cover that cost. Okay? So if you have already screenshot that slide, okay. Okay, when you say, okay. Okay, I have another question here. When you say we will invest your money, who is we? That would depend. Sabi ko nga, it is a customized financial plan. So say for example, mag-agree ka dun sa proposal ko kanina na Sun Life Flexi Link, which is insurance and investment. So that investment portion is a mutual fund. So when we say mutual fund, it is managed by the fund managers of Sun Life, no? So it means also that there is a pool of money that Sun Life pulls together from all the clients that wants to invest, and then it's going to be a mutual fund that will be invested either, for example lang, pero ang dami nun, bonds. Magpapautang tayo sa gobyerno or magpapautang tayo sa mga corporation, bonds yun. Eh, ayaw mo yun, maliit ang interest ng bonds. Gusto mo doon ka sa stock market. Okay, so we have the equity fund, no? So yung pera mo, ilalagay ni Sun Life doon sa equity or sa stock market. Kasi doon minsan 15%, 20%, minsan negative 20%, kagaya ngayon, di ba, dahil sa COVID. So, yun yung high risk but high potential. Pero kung ikaw yung tipo, naku, ayoko nung ganun. Ayoko naman ng bonds, pero ayoko naman ng ganun ka-aggressive na puro sa stocks. Meron din tayo, balanced fund naman ang tawag doon. Which means that portion of your money will go to government bonds, corporate bonds, holdings, companies na sa stock. Merong mga stocks investments sa mga big corporations like Ayala, SM, BDO, mga ganon. So, all these things are discussed with your financial planner. So make sure your financial planner knows about this and explains all these things to you, because like what I always say, and everybody and all those good financial planners says, kunwari sila Susie Orman, sina Robert Kiyosaki, sina Warren Buffett, lahat yan, everybody says that you should not invest in something that you do not understand. So make sure that your financial planner is very good to explain these things to you, to the point na wala ka nang maitanong, para alam na alam mo kung ano yung risk involved and the potential involved. Ano nagtatanong? Sa YouTube, walang nagtatanong. Kasi, okay. So, any more question, everybody? Sorry to those who are watching in YouTube. Malabo ba talaga, Maini? Okay, so anyway, that's all for today. Again, I would like to thank everybody for checking this webinar out. And I'm going to just announce to everybody again once we have a schedule for our webinar. Usually we talk about money management or health or critical illness insurances. You know, ngayon medyo maraming may gusto niyan ngayon pag-usapan is about health insurance and critical illness insurances because of the potential risk that we are facing because of the COVID pandemic. So meron din ako mga webinars na ganyan. Meron naman din tayong webinars that is purely about understanding investments or mutual funds. So yun yung mga sinasabi ko kanina na bond, stock market, etc. para mas maintindihan yung mabuti. So marami pang mga kung ano-ano pang webinars that we create. Okay? So I hope you learned something from us today. Thank you again so much, everybody. It's been a great 1 hour with you. So sometimes I try really to contain everything in 1 hour, pero maski ano kabilis ako magsalita, malagpas tayo na isang oras. Thank you guys, and I hope to see you on our next webinar. Stay safe and always wash your hands, wear mask, wear face shield, and practice social distancing. Stay at home. Don't go out if it is not necessary, because COVID is really out there, and I can attest to that. Okay? Bye, everyone. Good night and God bless. Thank you.